welcome to the SAF podcast. This is your returning co-host, Josiah Biggs. I'm here with two other gentlemen, our regulars, if you will. We have Sterling, the Bullpeen Silver.
Yes, that is me.
And we have the Matthew, the mischaractered gentleman, Perugia.
Oh,
The spot-on character.
very good to be here, folks. Thank you very much, Josiah.
Of course. And so, what did we all see this week, boys? We saw the episode 14 of JoJo's
Spider-Man.
Bizarre Adventure.
Oh.
Yep.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I thought we were watching that Sony.
I
Spider-Man.
shot webs.
Oh, I've seen it. We can talk about that too.
No,
I've seen it 2 times.
I haven't seen it at all.
What?
Yeah.
Terrible person.
You said
Sony
you were
puts-
going to watch
I said I was going to contemplate it.
Sony
but,
puts out one good movie, and you just won't get off your high horse.
Well,
No, I don't know. That's the problem.
gotta live that legend, my boy.
Oh well. Okay, so we got.
But yes, JoJo, right?
JoJo. Yes.
JoJo.
Mhm.
It's been a while. It's
Alright.
been about over
Yeah.
a month, I think. We've got a fair bit to cover.
Well, we can go over it very quickly.
Oh, we certainly
Because,
can.
like, pretty much, like, 2 episodes each are, like, one whole thing to talk about, sort of.
Yeah.
So, like, from 7 to 14, all that I have written down is, like, 3 or 4 intervals of things that actually happen. Like,
Well, so yeah. So you get a couple highlights, spotlights here. So, no. Let's see.
Sex Pistols or 6 bullets.
Yeah,
cough,
six
cough.
bullets.
That's my boy. 6 bullets.
Yeah. Guido Mista's episode. Who does he fight? The guy who, I don't know his stand name, but...
Clockwork.
I don't think. Oh yeah, Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange.
Really? That's his name?
No,
Okay.
it's not.
No. No, it's just...
It's been so long I can't remember what the crap.
Isn't it
English
Kraftwerks?
Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kraftwerks.
I thought
there
it was
you go.
Clockwork. It's Kraftwerk.
Yeah, but he can stop objects.
Yeah. For the first time in this, well, the second time that this anime has shown me that, hey, we pretty good, we can impress Sterling. That's what 7 and 8 episode is to me.
Yeah.
For Guidomistas and Kraftwerks. And there's not really much to say other than for what it does it well with the stopping of motion and stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
I guess adding momentum or
Yeah.
velocity or something like that, whatever.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Nothing, well, some things are kind of like, of course, with everything else in this anime or story, if you will, having like a lot of underdevelopment and stuff like that. But here, I was kind of like forgiving of it. That's me on 7 and 8 episode.
Yeah. Kraftwerk falls into the unique position where a match against Mista is probably the only one that could have been interesting, because seeing what can be done with a single bullet, frozen, and having its momentum altered, it is.
That's because Mista has no variety. He's a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
shoots gun.
He shoots it really good though. Better
Yeah, he
than
shoots gun
Holmes.
until job's done.
Yeah. That's the
And
patent
then his
method right
own, I guess, fear of 4 kind of
there. Yeah.
distracts him, but not enough. It's not enough to distract him for getting one more bullet in. But yeah. I thought it was going to be a little bit more crippling for Guido for 4, but
I don't know.
You
Bohemian
proved me
Rhapsody
right.
might have a hard time with any offensive stand because goddamn Abakio is like trying to act like he's the toughest one in the whole gang, and he just has no offensive power whatsoever. You just gotta stand with a big booty.
Yeah.
yeah, he does.
I got that fat ass. Yes, boy.
But then, was it Narancia is the next one?
Yeah, we get introduced to Trish in episode 9. And all that
but nobody
stuff.
cares about that.
Yeah.
Not yet. Just
No.
you wait until...
And the end of episode 9 is Little Feet and Little Bomber, right?
Yeah.
Lil
That's-
Bomber!
that's
Yeah, not Aerosmith. No, definitely not Aerosmith. But no, yeah, and then so we go from an amazingly ambiguous stand that can freeze objects and have almost unlimited, usability and creativity used with it. With Little Feet being a ridiculous stand that literally the only way that he keeps winning is because he has the ability to perpetually run away.
Yep.
But
That's
yeah,
a good
Little
ability.
Bomber or cough cough. Excuse my French. Aerosmith.
And Narancia is stupid.
Yeah. This went on for like 2.5-ish episodes.
Yeah.
From 9 to 11. And I was kind of like, I liked it, but in a way I did not really care much at all for Little Bomber's speciality or his, I guess, his thing with breathing and stuff like that. I was like, what, really?
Well, it's
Okay.
not breathing, it's carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, eh.
Narancia falls into that group of JoJo characters where you've got the ones that are portrayed as geniuses like Giorno and Joseph and so on and so
Yeah.
forth, and then you've got the ones that are portrayed as big dummies until the plot needs you to pull that one ace in the hole and be smart for a few minutes, and Narancia is pretty firmly in the latter there. He's a good boy though. He always does his best.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Well, at least he didn't get diddled as a child.
How tragic.
No,
For
quite the
Futo.
opposite. He just got a little bit of blackmail, and he got all upset for no reason.
Yeah.
Such a tragic past, I know.
Now
His parents are cool enough to pay off the judge, and he's just not even gonna.
But my predictions were correct in that they use Aerosmith CGI model
yeah.
and not
Yeah.
anything else. I'm like, yep, that's what I want.
It's not a bad
and-
CGI model though.
And that's fine because anything like vehicular, I'm all right with 100% almost. But
I mean,
yeah.
they did the lighting well enough that it wasn't completely image breaking.
And in some scenes, there's just one static scene of a drawn picture of Aerosmith, and that's fine.
Well, when they show the pilot, it's animation. It's 2D animation and not So there are some shots, just not full body shots.
Yeah.
And then next after that, from episodes 9 through 11, we got episodes 12 and 13. Man in the Mirror versus Purple Haze or Purple Smoke.
Papa Smoke.
What was the alteration for Man in the Mirror? Was it just Mirror Man?
Yeah, I think it was actually.
Yeah, it's just Mirror Man, yeah.
Yeah. Any thoughts on this one?
Yeah.
I don't really have any extreme ones.
Yeah.
Personally.
What's the fucking deal with Fugo's parents, where they will spend the money actually paying off the judges, and then immediately after expel them from their home for being an asshole?
It was a stain on the family. You gotta save your family, but then they stained you, so get out in the street, you damn dog.
What a waste.
Yeah.
If you're gonna cut your son out, then just fucking do it. Just tear off the bed.
Well, okay, what's the worst thing, okay?
Yeah.
Your son being in prison and that forever being on your family, or you bailing him out, hushing everything down, and then just throwing him out of the house, hoping that he dies in the ditch like a dog.
I guess. I suppose.
You Canadians like opposite Italians.
Yeah, fair enough. Beyond that, I don't have too many strong feelings about the way they adapted the Fugo fight. However, that being said, it was a few months ago.
What's to say? Okay, so Giorno gets AIDS on his hands so that he can beat up Michael Jackson.
He does.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson runs away. Like, all the enemies have an amazing ability to run away in this one.
I will say that after looking at Mirror Man, or Man in the Mirror, I think that one is up there with my favorite looking stands.
Yeah, it's alright.
I think it looks stupid.
That's good.
I like it.
It's got fun goggles. Yeah.
I mean, I like that. I don't know.
Conservative enough, unlike my other favorite one, which is White Snake. I think that is.
White Snake's
right?
cool.
White Snake with his Puccio or Poochie.
Yeah, Pooch. Pooch uses White Snake.
Yeah, you know, Pooch.
That's our boy.
I just don't like the bird beak on it.
He had a bird beak? Really?
Yeah,
Well,
a little
it
bit.
kind of looks like a bird beak. It's armor, but it has like it's known as like a bird beak. And so I'm just not a fan of that style. With the goggles, it just looks a little like out. I don't know. The rest, from the neck down, I think it looks designed well, but it's just it's not my aesthetic.
And then we got like a little untouchable whatchamacallit recap episode, which doesn't really matter.
No, nobody's talking about. I didn't even
And
watch
then
I didn't watch
I watched
either.
it. It was
People
actually
were like,
pretty okay.
people like 13.5. I'm like, bye.
Good day,
Yeah.
sir.
Don't need to waste that much of my life on something I already seen.
It's pretty much it's exactly what you expect.
Especially when you're marathoning this stuff. Then it's twice as pointless.
Yeah. And episode 14, the latest one.
Yeah.
With Mr. President and the Thankful Dead and Fisherman.
Thankful that.
Thankful Dead.
Yep. Right?
Oh.
The Thankful Dead was
Because you couldn't just say Sand Boy. Or Beach Bum. Or...
Fisherman. But yeah, this is the part where I was most expecting to be like, well, this is the one that I was waiting for.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is pretty okay for the most part so far. I know what's kind of gonna happen, but yeah, anything with a train in it and having something of a fight of some sort on a train is always something that I'm always gonna be looking forward to, even if it sucks.
Man. Then you're gonna like how this wraps up. Trust me.
Yeah.
Well, nothing like a good game of what was it? Bruno looking for a turtle for like 15 minutes.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
Bucciarati.
It's like, but the key doesn't fit in this. The key doesn't fit in that.
I checked all the lockers. What's going on? I just keep seeing this stupid turtle.
Yeah, this turtle with a huge indent for some reason. Yeah, I'll forget about that for right now.
Hard cut to Diavolo with binoculars watching from the distance like the fucking turtle. Put it in the turtle, Bruno.
How many turtles do they have to stab with that damn arrow before one became a stand user with a key?
Oh yeah, wait. At the end of episode 13, wasn't there like a little like something that happened at the end of like?
Well,
I forget what it is.
Fisherman got a hold of Mista's hand because he pressed the air conditioning button.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the latest one.
Oh,
The
yeah.
one before that one, episode 13, there was like something that happens at the end of 13 to make it into 14. Like there was somebody there. I think they placed a turtle, or I forget what they did, but it was something like, "Oh, for those people who read the manga, they know what's exactly happening right here."
Yeah.
Mm.
The end of 13, if I recall correctly, was just the climax of Giorno getting rid of all the disease inside of him. I think that's all.
Yeah.
No,
he has to kill Friend Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that, but like at the end of the actual credits, there was like a stinger of of a person who was like at the train station.
Let me do some investigative journalism here. Let me do some investigative journalism, okay?
That's good. I like it.
Because that was like pretty,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I guess, different from all the rest of the episodes.
I don't remember anything because I usually just let him play to the end,
Yeah.
just in case.
And that was the case for 13.
Let's see.
Something that I would like to take a moment to appreciate is
Oh no, yeah, it is. Never mind.
How
I must have forgot about this one. Yeah, he shoots the capo that got the money from Bucciarati to become a capo. And I know who it is.
Yes.
Yep. Alrighty.
So, who wants to guess what the English name of this mystery guy at the end of 13 is going to be?
And what is his name? Like
I don't want to give it. I'll type it in the Discord chat.
Okay.
Using my phone so we don't hear my loud computer. Because it's going to be an interesting name to Englishify here to localize.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking rough. You're right. What do you even?
Well, you saw what they did to Beach Boy. Just fishermen.
Fisherman.
Is it gonna be Mr. Stone?
Mr. Oh, let's see, Mr. Sandman.
Is it gonna be Metal Militia?
No.
They could call it Metal Militia.
Mushmouth.
Metal Man.
No wait.
That's a little bit too on the nose.
That's a whole different band, actually, so they can't do that. Fuck.
Meathead. But yeah, I have no idea what his deal is, because I don't remember him at all. In the game that I watched, the speed run that I watched, Kafka. But yeah.
Okay, so we've all recapped here, and now everybody's aging because they all remember the Graceful Dead, and so that means they're really old now, and so everybody's rapidly aging to catch up with the people who still like the Grateful Dead. So,
I get that.
but yeah, so we got. And man, oh man, is the Graceful Dead such a weird stand design too.
Yeah,
it is. It's
got like no feet and two big old clunkers for arms.
Yeah.
Oh well. It's definitely this one where he really gets liberal with the stand designs. Besides just like humanoid and then what?
Yeah.
But
so yes, now we have the Grateful Dead walking around, boomerifying everyone. And now we've got all these people who are raggedy and falling apart, including our precious little son, Narancha.
Oh, here's a good one. What do you think Trish's stand's gonna be called?
Oh, well, can I just... Oh, wait now.
What was it again? Like it had rubber properties, right, or something like that?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, no, it turns everything soft.
Yeah. Software.
Oh, wait. I have a good idea. Wait, here's the theory for this.
Yes.
Now follow me on this, guys. Follow me on this. Soft.
That's the name of Trish's
okay,
stand.
yeah, alright.
Okay. Soft and wet. How about that?
No.
You're in the wrong decade, Prince.
It's pretty good, right?
No. Paprika.
And doesn't that already have connotation within the Japanese arts?
How about salt?
Oh, Salt and Pepper would be a good alternative stand name. But it's also the name of a band.
Ah, fuck.
Lotion Girl.
Lotion.
Lotion commotion.
Loca Lotion.
Yeah, give me a
Living the beat of the lotion.
What if they're gonna go
I
like
don't
for
know.
the other point and just go for like Spice Lady?
Is that too close? I don't know.
Well, they got Sex Pistols with 6 bullets, and that's like, and Mirror Man is just man in the mirror. So Spice
Yeah.
Lady
Yeah, I think
or Spice
I think
Woman,
they could get away with a Spice Lady. Yeah.
Spice Woman.
Spice Female hashtag.
Spice Femnoid. Oh man. So yeah, we're getting in some deep JoJo fights here.
To be honest with you, this fight against both Beach Boy and the Grateful Dead is probably like where Part 5 really starts to actually pick up, because it's a really good match.
Uh-huh. Is this like around like, well, I kind of already know like the episode count, but is this sort of like around like the halfway-ish point?
We're a little bit further than a third of the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Because I know that there's like the first. Well, no, I'm not going to go into that. But yeah. Other than that, anything else more to talk about?
Well, because we got the train ride and then the car
Yeah.
ride, and then we get to the stadium, and then that's where everything is resolved.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So we're getting pretty close.
Oh, isn't
yeah.
there an airplane ride too?
Is there an airplane ride?
With Biggie Smalls.
B.I.G.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, B.I.G.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's where Trish's stand comes out. And
He loves the way you call him Big Pop.
Yep.
That's right.
So anything else? Any?
For JoJo?
Yeah.
No, that's about it. That's all.
No, that's it. Yeah.
All right.
JoJo is a good anime. I like it. Go watch
Uh-huh.
it. Go read
Watch
it.
now.
Why are you listening to our podcast? Just watch JoJo.
Okay,
instead.
so far, after you've seen up to episode 14, how do you feel about this part 5 anime? Is it exactly what you thought it was going to be? Is it better? Is it lower your expectations?
It gave me the same excitement that the manga did.
All right.
Yeah.
And you, Matt?
Um,
Same-ish?
It's more or less following the David production.
David Bowie.
Yep.
The David Bowie tradition,
Uh-huh.
which is to have most of this look pretty fucking solid, but have visual foibles every like 2 or 3 episodes. The tradition's carrying on pretty strong. It's just par for the course for DP, and don't get me wrong, par for the course for DP is still very good. So I'm liking this a lot.
Uh-huh.
No complaints, no big ones anyways.
All right, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
that's about
I
it.
think for me, like, even though I've never read it, cough cough. Not a true
Yeah, you
JoJo
haven't.
fan, cough cough.
No, you're not.
I skipped just 6 and 7, cough, I'm sorry. But
You're not sorry.
I have no extreme, like, this is all just still kind of new to me, even though I've seen 2 parts of the games. One of like a playthrough and one of a speedrun. And
Mhm.
I was just... I like the game. The game looks cool. But what I've seen of the game and this, I think they could have gone a little bit more wackier with the colors. Because the game is like super colorful in that department. But other than that, I'm like, I'll see how this goes. And there's nothing really here.
Well, they gotta turn it down for kids who have strokes.
Well, there are
have
parts of
epilepsy,
it
you know?
in which the color just like changes dramatically when they're like super serious, like in that fight against the Shadow guy and the fights with Mirror Man. Like those parts where they just completely changed the hue and like they just went like, oh, here's that slider for the hue, just Reek. Change everything. But other than that, let's see how it goes.
And to be fair though, Josiah, I don't think we have to be too worried about the kids who are going to have strokes because they were already killed by the Incredibles too.
Say.
So all the ones that are left are all the strong kids are still left.
It's like all those people who were killed by that certain scene in Goblin Slayer, so they had to put up a warning.
Yeah, they're dead now.
And it's ridiculous because people thought that the freaking Crunchyroll gave it a kid-safe warning, and it's like, Crunchyroll, can you not take 5 seconds to look at the manga? Like, it's a seinen manga. It's a hyper-violent seinen manga. It's never been advertised as anything else, and people are getting upset at Goblin Slayer for that when it's freaking Crunchyroll for putting it out saying, oh yeah, why don't you just turn on the tube and let your 5-year-old watch it?
Yeah. Speaking of Goblin Slayer, that's a pretty good transition. I finished off season 1 today.
What, like the first 13 episodes?
We don't know if there's going to be a second season yet because there's no manga catching up yet. So
yeah.
So what? It's actually
That was
finished.
pretty
Well, for now.
Well, it's caught up to the
Well, there you
manga.
go.
Yeah.
That's about it.
We have our big.
It does say that Goblin Slayer will be back at the end of
return.
episode 13. So, take that with
Thanos
whatever grain
will
of salt
be
you
back.
will.
In Goblin Slayer.
I hope.
Yeah.
That's okay. Nothing much to say about that.
So, anything else that we want to talk about other than JoJo? Just to give this a little bit of spice.
Oh, I watched a Netflix original series that was pretty dang spanking.
Oh.
I watched Maniac. That's a 10-part Netflix series. And it features Jonah Hill, slightly skinnier Jonah Hill, and Emma Stone as the mains in it. And it's pretty nifty. I like it. It's set in like current times, but like current times with like certain technologies stopped being like adapted in the 70s. And so there's no cell phones in this world. But everybody has payphones, and there's like this weird advertising company that kind of does what ads do now. And there's a lot of like similar but different timeline sort of stuff, and it has a really good aesthetic to it. And basically, I don't know, it's a big like psychological drama, and man, oh man, does Jonah Hill just knock it out of the park. He really does. Like, I went in thinking that, I mean, Emma Stone was going to steal the show, but no, it was Jonah Hill all the way. Like, I mean, Emma Stone still did a really good job. Don't get me wrong. Them two together, and then there was a good supporting role of like C-list actors that did really well. But it was like the little things, because they put in the time to make it seem like it is an alternate reality, sort of like a Blade Runner type thing. Because I mean, like they're going through this pharmaceutical treatment together for different reasons, and Jonah Hill has like multiple schizophrenia. And he's had it since he was a child, and then you slowly learn like why he's so damaged and this and that, and basically they're going through a pharmaceutical to help you with trauma without actual therapy.
Yeah.
It's this new like way of using like drugs and subliminal messages to like fix yourself without having to use therapy. So they're doing all these tests so they can get these drugs out in the market, and so people can actually technically do like home therapy basically. And so it's really, and there's 3 pills, and each one of them has like a different thing. Like one of them is like understanding your problems. The next one is like having to look at yourself in the mirror, like facing these. Like first one is just like saying you have problems. The second part is like facing the problems, and the third part is like actual like confrontation in these like dreams. And because it puts you into like a lucid dreaming state, And so it's really nice. They have like a lot of different like props and scene changes, and like everything's just like rolled in the dreams. And there's a very deep and subtle way that they explain the characters and how they want to do it. There's 12 of them for the study, and Jonah Hill and Emma are part of the odds group. They do them by evens and odds at different times because they don't have 6 chairs for the experiment at a time, so because they can monitor them so they aren't getting any adverse effects and stuff like that. And you only ever see Emma Stone and Jonah's takes within these induced hallucinations, so to speak. But it's very deep, it's very meaningful, and it talks about a lot of stuff. And man, oh man, is the ending not amazing? And it ends. It doesn't just say, "Oh no, we're a Netflix series." It could just keep going. No, it ends. It ends, and even says that it's not season 1; it's a limited run series. And but like I said, like all the actors were really good. There wasn't anybody that just kind of took you out of the experience, because I just binged it like back to back to back.
And that's 10 episodes.
And
how long are they?
Yeah. And it's weird though, because like some of them are like 36 minutes,
Wow.
other ones are like an hour, some of them 45.
Okay.
They vary, but they fit like they don't end until the thought is conveyed. Let me put it that way. Like every once in a while, there's like a little bit of a cliffhanger or a little bit of a sneak, but it's nothing like overly like TV, like trying to lengthen things out, But no, it's really good, and it's definitely like up there. Probably one of my favorite like American series. It's short and it's sweet, and like I said, like the scenery and the costume changes and everything they do there. Jonah Hill does a Icelandic, Swedish, Italian accent, which is to die for. So yeah. If you have Netflix, I would definitely check out Maniac. It's I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different stuff like rolled into one. A lot of different themes and a lot of different like. I'll say this: it wasn't something super original, but it took a lot of ideas from like other films and TV shows, and it improved upon them and made them flow together fairly well. There were a lot of things that caught me by surprise, and I was, like I said, I was pretty happy with the ending. So it's a pretty good watch. I don't want to spoil anything too much, but
yeah, Well, speaking of Netflix series, I was gonna watch Haunting of Hill House, right? That's the name of it.
Oh yeah.
But then I'm like, wait a minute. Isn't there another Netflix series that I have yet to watch, and is it finished? I looked up the Netflix original anime series Baki, and I'm like, is it finished?
It's not finished though.
I'm like, it's
no, it's
26 episodes in. I'm like, okay, I'll look into it, and yeah, it's not finished completely. But that arc is 100% finished.
Yes, it even starts in the next arc.
So I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch that right now. I'll binge it. I'm like, okay. And then like, as an unsuspecting little boy, I kind of forgot everything that happened in like not really.
Up to here,
forgetting the tone of it is a little bit more accurate.
Yeah.
I forgot how crazy and like amazing Baki was.
Insane. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh geez, I gotta go sit down someplace and just think about that last episode. And each episode, bam, 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 that's what happened. Like, oh my gosh, really? Jeez Louise. But I will say that it kind of like hits a high point and then never gets back to that point, like around the place in which the quote-unquote second or first KO of the Chinese stuff, when he's dealt with, it kind of just like, let's just meander here and there with a guy who slaps and a guy who gets scared of being in war, and that's about it. I'm like, oh, yeah. All right. It kind of just like ends on like a very weak note, but it technically starts up an arc that is like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ooh. But like. But yeah, my thoughts and writing of like the Baki review series is like still on stalemate or whatever. I have it all written down. Like there's stuff in there that's like really great, and then there's those CGI scenes that just like take you out of the whole thing. But other than that,
That didn't for me though.
I don't know. Have you ever watched that like Mortal Kombat cartoon? Like the first episode?
No.
It was like exactly like that. It was like all these scenes transitioning into CGI fights of like Goro, and they were like super weird, but it was like kind of like in a way like, oh, ain't that cute? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just like, they could have did something a little bit better. And even then, there was still like 3D models that were drawn over 2D. But other than that, everything else that was like portrayed in that was fantastic. Yeah.
My favorite is the candy scene.
Yeah. When I got to that, I'm like, wait. Because like, when I was like first watching it, and I remember that you said that, like, is there a convicted felon who likes getting kids into their van with candy? Is that something that I have to look forward to? Oh boy.
Is that something I have in common with this character in Baki?
But yeah, it was something way beyond that. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that episode especially makes you stop and think, because boy howdy.
Yeah. Man, when you destroy man's ego, there you go.
I mean, he was the most interesting of the four.
Definitely.
Without a doubt.
Like, he...
Because you know, Dice and Poison Hands kind of fell flat after, you know, because that whole like dressing up as a high school gardener bit was great, and then he's just like, nah, I'm just gonna be way less cool, and then I'm gonna get beaten up because you know, Baki just lost his V card.
Yeah, yep. And then he gets KO'd in the weirdest way possible with Mr. Hanma. Just going, hey, you disrespected me. Wham. Okay, there you go. Thus ends the prisoner's arc, or whatever. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'm sure they're going to come back sometime.
Although the Spec versus Hamanyama was a great fight.
Hamanyama. Yeah.
Probably one of the longest one in the whole arc. One of my favorites. It's really nice to like get the side characters come out, because gosh oh gosh, I really like Gaia coming out and just showing him what's what.
Yep.
It like, I love the author of Baki likes to show you, like, to build up this guy as like this huge guy and like beating up all these people, and like he's a picturesque strength, and then just show somebody with a different strength that just wails on him, and it's great. It gives you such different perspectives.
I will say that
without ever having to like change the power levels, you know, it's a great way to negate that.
I will say throughout all this Baki stuff that I've seen, like from the very beginning of the episodes of Baki, like all like in
Baki the Grappler.
I will say that one little nitpick that I have with the whole entire series is that it kind of goes in the way of like altering your expectations to a point of like, oh my gosh, are they really gonna do it? And they do it, but in a way that's like, no, that's how it actually kind of like how
what would happen?
like at the end of, like, in which the tournament of Baki, like towards the end of like the last anime of the tournament, Baki quote unquote loses, right? But it's like, oh no, you're okay, you're fine, we'll forgive it. Like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Alright. That was like an altering of an expectation, but then they just kept on going with it. And there's stuff like that throughout the whole series that kind of like, oh my gosh, this is like way out of left field, and then they're like, oh no, the catcher caught it. Oh, okay. And that's really about it. But other than that, it's just like awesome writing and just like fun, amazing scenes of just guys with lit up eyes, smiling very demonically, and like, oh hey, that guy's pretty tough. Oh boy.
He's a pretty tough customer.
Yeah. Anything you wanna?
How Dopo keeps getting up and just keeps wailing on people. That's my favorite part. Dopo throughout the whole series is my favorite side character because no matter what happened, like, and even from that from the explosion, he has scars all over his face, like forever after that. And, like,
Awesome!
And it's just like, and man, oh man, there's a fight between him and Muhammad Ali Jr. That comes later, and man, oh man, is that like the best fight in the world?
Is it in the upcoming arc right now, or?
It'll be after the tournament. I
Chinese
think it's kind of fuzzy on the details.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I read that one, but no, because Muhammad Ali Jr. takes Stopo by surprise and wails on him, and then he just comes back, still injured, and then just surprises Muhammad Ali Jr. in the least surprising way, and then just wails on him, and it's great.
Yeah. Matthew, you still there?
I absolutely
boy.
am. Just giving you guys the floor since you are the
Anything
experts.
that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I will briefly mention the fact that all
Is it going to be Tetramaster?
Fucking Tetramaster, more like 10 out of 10 Tramaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that was that.
Yeah, you had your moment.
That was pitiful. All that I've seen of Baki is that fight between Jack and that Russian dude in the telephone booth, which was kind of
cool. Yeah,
yeah.
That was pretty fun. But then it kind
I kind of just wanted Jack to break his back, but you know, it was nice to see Gaia. Gaia is such a nice young man.
Yep.
That's all that I've really seen of Baki. As for me, I guess I will take my moment to take 2 minutes to run off stuff that's interesting that I've been up to. So as of lately, I, within the space of 24 hours, watched all of Megalobox, which was a good time.
Oh yeah.
There's honestly almost nothing for me to say about it because it's very good. It's a very good, but it's also a very safe series where it's like, this is the underdog. He's got a lot of talent. Now he's gonna rise to his own success, and that's fine. But it's really safe. Doesn't really do much of anything with the formula. But I would recommend it to anyone who's in the mood for something nice and clean and good, crisp.
Yeah.
No big complaints, but also not the best thing in the world. But yeah, Megalobox was fun.
I still have like the original series like on my hard drive, just there when I need to go to it.
Oh, Ashino no Joe.
Ashino no Joe, yeah.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah. I actually ended up getting sent home from work, so I had like a whole night to just sit around and do nothing. So I'm like, fuck it, I guess I'll just go watch Megalobox. That was a good time. Beyond that, been dumping a ton of time into Spider-Man PS4. And that is, without a doubt, the best Spider-Man game I've played in my entire life.
Is it better than that DOS game? The point and click one?
The best Spider-Man game I've played in my entire life.
I hear it.
Yeah. It is worth some attention if you're in the mood for a superhero game. It's fine. I watched episode 1 of Rising of the Shield Hero with some of the boys. Bjorn.
The boys.
The Born.
You mean #MeToo the anime?
Yeah, boy. Bjorn, Josiah, and I believe Jonathan and I all hung out and watched some Rising of the Shield Hero. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, we watched Letterkenny stuff.
Oh fuck yeah, we did. Go watch Letterkenny. It's great. Good old Canadian humor. If you're if you're in the mood for that. And fuck it. About all that's left to say is still trucking through Cromartie, and I'm about 58, maybe 59 chapters through Cromartie so far, and that's one of the funniest mangas I've read in my entire life. Looking forward to finishing tonight. So, love me some Cromartie High now.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Into the Spider-Verse. Sterling, not so much.
We'll save that for another one.
We'll save that for another one.
I'll see what I can do with the internet boys.
I know it's hard to go to the movie theater because there are kids within 600 feet of you, but
yeah. All that I will say for now is Miles did good. He's a good boy. He did well. Good job, Miles.
Is he though?
Yeah, he's a good boy. He did well.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about all for me.
Alrighty. So we just want to go end it right now.
yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty.
End it. End me, Poppy.
Kill him.
Remember, kids, don't eat them bananas. Remember that. Even in this latest episode, that banana was horrible.
Oh god, it was
It
worse
was.
than the last one.
It makes you think. First it was killing dogs, and now it's all about bananas. What is the Rocky trying to tell us?
What's gonna happen next?
Maybe he knows
Who
something
knows?
that we don't know.
Maybe that's the secret to his immortality, is never eating bananas.
Or it is, and he doesn't want anybody to know.
Maybe part 5 is the best, and there's a bigger social commentary about, the big banana
Yeah.
movement.
The big banana.
Like Big
conspiracy.
Pharma, Big Banana.
Yep.
Big problems.
Alright.
Big bananas, big problems. Okay, kids, just remember, big bananas, big problems.
Yep.
That's
Toodles. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye. Alrighty.
Thank you, pero macho.